Have you ever heard of the saying, work smart, not hard? Have you ever questioned to yourself, is this what I am really doing? Is it really more benefiting if I worked smarter but not harder? I picture this in my own mind, and I came up with the conclusion that this is simply bullshit. If you want to achieve something in your life and you want to be able to master whatever it may be, there is no room for shortcuts. Although you may be able to save a bit of time, it will always catch up to you in the long run, because perhaps you didn't figure out something before you did something else, and then now you've triggered this feeling where you should have done that thing before, right now, in this present moment, but you didn't because you wanted to save time and be efficient. I heard Andrew Tate say this, and he said, working smart, not hard, is just another form of laziness. If you want to achieve something that's really worthwhile in your life, there is no room for you to take shortcuts. You have to figure out ways. You have to test new waters, take more risks, explore new opportunities, and then you'll find reason in the way that you would like to do something. Because you can test 1,000 little things, but only one may really suit your liking, right? Or suit the benefit of your business. There's no point in being efficient and only doing one, but then that not being the best outcome, or that not being the best possible version of the video or whatever it may be that you aspire it to be. But that's not to say that we shouldn't be working smart and harder at the same time. You see, on each spectrum I'll explain. When you work smart, you avoid doing your basic framework towards working smarter is, I want to save time and I want to do less but still achieve the same results as other people. But on the other hand, by working harder, we are not afraid, we are courageous, we are open to new opportunities, and we don't shrinkle up from challenges and adversity, because we know that the only way to overcome these adversities and challenges is by pushing through and testing new ways on how we can overcome this situation. It's about building up the resilience and the determination and the drive, so that whatever adversity and challenge comes at us, we know that the only way to solve it is by going through the problem. We shouldn't avoid it. We should be targeting every little minute aspect of this problem or whatever situation in your life, and saying to yourself, okay, what do I have to do in order to alleviate that problem? Or what do I have to do to get to the next level, or be able to produce something that is 1% better? What is that one thing? But before we can actually figure out and actually understand what that one thing is for us and what actually works for us, we must go through over 1,000 trials. We must not be afraid to test new things, be able to fail, and then fail again, multiple times. And then people will say, Zach, why do you still keep going at this business model? Why do you keep focusing? Why do you keep working 12 hours a day on this YouTube channel when there's no results? Because I know that I need to work hard. I need to film every day. I need to edit. I need to craft scripts, make thumbnails, all these things, right? So that I can create the best possible YouTube video that I am proud of, that actually fulfills me and my destiny. Because if I just wanted to film the video and just slap it onto iMovie and just post it on YouTube, do you think I would be proud of that? Do you think that's by working smarter that I would do that? That was more benefiting for me? Simply not, because I didn't put in the necessary effort in order to craft the perfect YouTube video that I would be proud of. Because if I wasn't proud of it, of my work that I did, then there would be no point of me actually doing it, because I didn't do what I had intended for me to do. That this thing goes with anything in life. This would go to the gym, reading a book, having beautiful relationships. By working harder and just figuring out ways that actually suit your and tailor to your personal experience, to your personal identity, then you will actually perform 10 times better than the person who performs or works smarter. The person who works out for 2 hours every single day and just does whatever exercise feels like they are actually trying to build muscle, instead of the person who's only working out for 1 hour for 3 days a week, but they are hitting every specific muscle because they say, okay, this is the person said this, and so I must follow this. By following that person, you're not crafting your own sense of identity, because you don't have the ability to actually because you don't have the ability to craft your own piece of workout routine. But that individual who worked out for 2 hours every single day, do you think that by the time it got to 2 weeks in, that they'll have that perfect routine, even though they didn't have to watch a video or anything about actually a proper workout routine? Obviously, because they actually put in effort to actually figuring out which exercises benefit which muscle group best, and perform those exercises in a set rep range with a set amount of weight on how many days a week. You figure this out by trial and error, because trial and error, in my opinion, is the best possible way that you can actually find that one beautiful piece of information and insight that will get you to the next level. Because that person who spent 2 hours every day at the gym will come to realize, okay, this muscle group must be hit on this day, and 2 times a week I would have to do bench press, or 2 times a week I would have to hit pec deck, or something like that. It doesn't matter what happened. Doesn't matter if you get 10 failed workouts and then they don't feel as good because you didn't hit the muscle properly. At least you'll understand. At least you got that understanding that you should not fall back on those mistakes again, and that, okay, what else should I be doing that will help me improve my workout so that I can build as much muscle as possible. That is the mentality that every one of us should be having. Because if you don't have the mentality of working hard and figure out things just the way they are, and by understanding that the only way that we can get past something, the only way that we can achieve something and fully fulfill our dreams, is by working hard every day, day in and day out, and not avoiding the problem simply by working efficiently and working smarter, because that's just not the way. Someone working 1 hour a day compared to someone working 3 to 4 hours a day will be there will be a much clearer discrepancy over a longer period of time, considering that person who has worked harder has spent more time dedicated to their craft and weren't solely focused on producing solid work every single day dedicated towards that goal, but simply just put in the quantity, and then over time that quality had grown, and then that person's input will be much more effective than the person's input who only solely focus on working smarter. That's just my opinion on this topic. Leave in the comments what you think. Do you work harder or do you work smarter? Because I'm gonna give you my ultimate opinion. It's important to work hard. It's important to work smart, but it's even more important to work hard. Because if you don't have that mindset to get things done, and you only have the mindset of doing the least amount of work possible, then say goodbye, because everyone else is going to steamroll past you, and you're just going to be regretful of that, how you didn't put the work in on day one, and by day 100 everyone else was miles ahead of you. Just don't regret your work ethic. I hope you guys got something from this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.